That is the key, is image. And unless we put a human face on that, unless people who don't smoke pot feel as affected by this as they do by something else they're not connected to. Cystic fibrosis. People don't have that, but they feel for the victims of it. Why can't we do that? We got to do that. The minds that could be turned if the media and the marketing machine got behind showing the true tragedy of so many lives. You know, we need to show on Stone Phillips reports the pot-smoking daddy who never came home.
Right.
You know, the frosted lens and the news twink sobbing over the plight. That's what moves America. In America, you have to be a victim. It's a victim culture. And the irony is, some of these people really are victims. They're truly victims in a war that we can't win. We should be as offended as everyone else is in America for their bullshit causes.
Yeah.
You know, when you hear someone support the drug war, be offended. You know, if they make a bad pot joke, that offends us. A little zero tolerance. I have zero tolerance. I have zero tolerance for the ridiculous notion that sobriety is the time-tested route to mind expansion. White man's way number 3. It's a disease, okay? Everything in America has to be a disease with a victim, and this is certainly as bad as cancer. Why is cancer a tragedy? Because it robs people of years of their life. Well, my friend Todd McCormick just got robbed of 3 years of his life. It's the same thing. Also, any lawyers in the room? Why can't we sue them? Why can't we sue under the Equal Protection Clause of the Constitution? They use the Equal Protection Clause for everything. Bush won the presidency with it. He did. That's what they use. And where's the equal protection? A pot smoker does not have equal protection with the guy who goes home and has 6 scotches. Why can't the man who goes home and wants to smoke a joint but doesn't because he respects the law and doesn't want to break the law, why can't he sue under the Equal Protection Clause because his neighbor can get high his way? I think our lawyers should look into that. I'm getting a little tired of being treated like a criminal. And second-class citizens like people who, through their preference for liquor or pills to mood alterate themselves, show not a superiority of taste, but an inferiority of taste. White man's way number 5. It's a religion. Why shouldn't it be? Rastas have the right idea. If you say something is religious in America, everybody backs off. That's religion. Hey, the Catholics got away with fucking kids. No problem ever knocked on the rectory door because it was a religion. So marijuana, which has helped many people with insights of love and brotherhood that I know that Jesus Christ was trying to tell people about, that can't be a religion. It's as much a religion as Catholicism ever was to me. I think it teaches a lot of people about opening up their mind to the things that a religion should want you to open up your mind to. So I think we should all start churches And on Sunday at 1 o'clock, come stoned. Designated driver, though. We're not irresponsible. That's important. And after church, have a nice church picnic. Everyone will be hungry. White man's way number 6. Economics. That's how you get to people in this country. We're great at one thing. Money. People love money. They're greedy. It's a capitalistic country. Make the status quo more uncomfortable. That's when things change. When things become more uncomfortable. Then people can make the change and say they did it for the right reason. But really it's because you made it uncomfortable. You notice, like the police, they never bug the rappers about pot. Because they go, hey, that's just their culture. Well, you know, it's our culture. We want the rapper treatment. Rapper treatment. Rapper treatment. Rapper treatment. Which is acceptance. Just acceptance. Okay. Now here's the true axis of evil. Politicians, parents, and the prominent. Those are the 3 P's we have to change. Politicians react to voters. And voters are parents. Somebody in America gets elected by 1/6 of the people. A third are too young, a third don't vote, and a third of that don't vote for the guy. So that's not a lot of people. Who are voters? They generally tend to be older. They tend to be parents, because parents think of themselves as responsible. Fun is over, they have kids. Might as well fucking vote. So when people get in the voting booth, they tend to be hypocrites. They tend to be a lot more conservative. It's like when you get on a plane, even before 9/11, when people got on a plane, it's a very conservative place. No swearing in the movies. It even used to say, there was a sign, no joking. Remember that right there? And then you get through it and say, resume joking. But you know, we're on a plane now. Don't fucking make a joke. You know, it's nothing funny here. This could go down. Just say that we're voting now. You know, we have kids. But we have to work on parents. We all have to go from this room and pick parents. That is where the battle has to be won. Parents are the voters. That's who politicians are afraid of. Parents who probably do smoke pot, but feel that the world is such a besieging thing for them and their children that they will do anything to keep marijuana away from their kids. They don't want their kids doing marijuana. They might do it later, but not the kids. That hypocrisy has to be pointed out. We do understand with parents the do everything to protect our children, and we can be good and sympathetic and helpful with that. But doing everything to protect our children turned out to be jailing people, testifying, confiscating property, burning up the crops in other countries. Take care of your own kids without using your fellow citizens as cannon fodder in the war on drugs. Work on parents, work on everyone, especially prominent people. There's a lot of prominent people, I'm not going to mention names, Harrison Ford, Ted Turner, who smoke a lot of pot. You need to stand up. So candidates need to know that we can mount a sizable number of people who will vote against them if they try to do what Bush and Gore did in the last election, which was a conspiracy of silence. Neither one of them wanted to mention it because both their hypocrisies were so glaring that they just left it off the field. That's right. Because both of them had such an immense drug history in their own lives. They knew firsthand. I could forgive Bob Dole, who was like my father, you know, don't you be shooting pot, you know. I could forgive that era. I cannot forgive the Al Gores and George Bushes, who were right there when drugs were fun. And